Alright, so last week you guys saw me switch out the RAM, and my laptop upgraded from 8 to 32 gigs of RAM. I thought that was the quicker way to gain speed in your laptop, but I was wrong. I found out shortly after it was not the RAM, it was the SSD, switching out your hard drive to an SSD for faster read and write speeds. So here I have the Samsung A60 EVO SSD, and then I also have a hard drive adapter by Sabre, which is important. You need this because you have to clone um, the software from your current hard drive or SSD that you already have in it to your upgraded one before you take it out, so that way you can boot it up properly. So basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you how to upgrade. I'm going to take this out the box, show you guys how to connect it, do a little screen recording of how to do the cloning software provided by, with this case I'm going to use Samsung migration software, and then I'll show you guys how to put the SSD in. So cool. So here we have the Samsung 860 Evo SSD. I'm gonna take out the box. It comes taped with these little connectors on it, which I've already opened. So I'm gonna put it back in the box so I can unbox it for you. All right. It's very plain packaging. Open it. Comes out. It has a manual, and then it just has the Samsung solid state drive with all the information on the back. That's about it. There's nothing fancy about that at all. Let's set that to the side. And then here we have your Sabre 2.5 SATA hard drive to USB 3.0 adapter. And basically you need this to be able to transfer your data because it has a different connector. As you see, it's not a USB on the end there. So it's open. Let's see what we got here. There's this little pull tab on the end right here. Pull this out. As you can see, you have your Sabre, the USB to SATA right there. They have it in this coil on the back of this little styrofoam thing there. I'm gonna take that out. You can see that's the cord. What else do you have in here? Again, you have a manual, looks like. Yep, a manual and extend your warranty card on there as well. Put that to the side. As you can see, you just connect it in like that. And then you put this in your USB port like so. You use your choice of migration software to transfer the data from the current hard drive to the new SSD or SSD to SSD, however you're going to do it, before you do it. So without further ado, I'm going to turn this on, jump into the screen capture, and show you guys how to do that. So you're going to open up your browser. You're going to go ahead and you're going to type in Samsung data migration. Samsung. Then you're going to click this first bar right here where it says SSD tools and software. Then you're going to scroll down to see data migration. You're going to click the first bar right under it. Right here it says data migration software. And right across from it, you're just going to click download. And then it's going to begin downloading. Then you're going to click open when done, so it automatically opens. And it's going to tell you how long till it opens there. Okay, so now it's going to open. You're going to click English, next, let it load. So you're going to hit next, accept the terms, next again, next. Then you're going to let it load. I'm going to close out the back here, finish. And then here, you're going to have your Samsung data migration. Up here at the top, it's going to show whatever drive you already have in. I already have the Evo installed. But for you, it'll have whatever you have installed, or it'll have my old driver that was supposed to be up here as well. And then at the bottom would be whatever drive you're going to install next that you have attached. You would just click here, click your new driver, and then it would show you the capacity and everything right below it, just like it does right here. It'll show you in the bottom space down here as well. And then all you're gonna do is go down here and click start, and it'll transfer everything over for you. And then it'll show you the time and the speed down here for your data migration. All right, so now that you have transferred, your data migration is finished, all you're going to do is turn off your laptop and then disconnect the SSD from the computer. Then you're going to go in through the back, connect any other USBs you may have. For example, I have this mouse receiver here. Put that in there. All right, so we're going to get into the back here. Alright, now that you have all your screws removed and your cover off, you can go ahead and locate your SSD, which is, for me, it is right here. For those of you who saw me prying this open with the screwdriver, usually we get like a guitar pick or something because you don't want to scratch off the paint or scuff or anything like that. I'm not worried about it because this is mine. I'm not working on it. I'm not working on somebody else's, and I'm not worried about a little scuff. As you can see, nothing really out of the ordinary there is happening, any sort of damage. So we are going to start by removing the ribbon cable here, so that way we can take this out. Or matter of fact, actually, yep. So just gonna disconnect that here and use this to pull this out. Use the ribbon cable here. That out. Alright, now that you have your SSD removed, you're going to put your laptop your hard drive. I don't have an SSD pre-installed. I have the hard drive. And people who don't know the difference between a hard drive and an SSD is that this a hard drive is traditional. It's been in computers forever, and it actually has a disk in it that spins when you turn the computer on. This, however, does not. So if I disconnect this right here, I don't know if you can really notice. You guys can't really feel, but you guys can. It's a noticeably heavier difference than the two. This is like, it feels light, if you know what a floppy disk is, and this actually has some kind of weight to it. So the next thing to do is to take the brackets off of the hard drive, so that way you can attach it to the SSD. As you can see, it has the same screws that the hard drive has as well. Things in there, what? I think my hand's a little slippery there. So these are in there pretty tight, as you can see. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go get my drill really quick and come back and be able to take these out. So instead of just getting my drill, I just got a ratchet screwdriver, and I'm just going to that should be able to get the job done there. It's a lot easier to remove now. There, now you have your frame. For that, you're just going to put your SSD in it. And then what you also want to do is you want to remove the connector here that you're going to use to just plug directly back into the new one, into your new SSD. So you're just going to pull that straight out. You're going to connect this to your new SSD here. Slide that back in. And then all you're going to do is you're just gonna seat this in here, just like so. So you can place it in the bracket. And then now, what you're gonna do, you're gonna come back, you're gonna line these up right on top of the screw holes. This should drop straight in there. Then you're gonna connect your ribbon cable here. Let's just do it. So here's basically where you put the computer back together. You take 3 screws and mount the SSD back to the bracket, and then you put the cover back on, and then you put the screws in to screw the cover back. Boom. And there you have it.